does feel like it's more than that.
Yeah. Well, great job so far. I really wouldn't, change much about your driving or critique you any further. Just keep looking into those turns, because as we go faster, that tunnel vision really, becomes a hard habit to break. But other than that, awesome cornering, great throttle inputs. I'd say with this car, just focus on a little harder brakes, because these huge carbon ceramics and huge calipers do take quite a bit more pressure than the last two cars. So yeah, just nice firm braking through every corner, and I'll tell you to release before we take the turn.
Okay.
Awesome. And it does look clear on that left side, so let's go ahead and roll out there. And yeah, we're working with a twin turbo V8 with Mongo horsepower. Once you start hearing those turbos kick in, it is a rocket ship. It's a lot of fun. We'll come out wide, we can touch the little rumbles here, and we'll bring it in nice and smooth to connect these two cones together. Good, and then up ahead, I like these rumbles coming up. Get on the rumbles and we'll brake firmly and release. Touch your apex first, and then you're straightening for your power. Building up that speed. Good. Get wide here, and brake firmly, keep braking, release. A little bit of gas, you're just holding that speed, getting in there, and then straightening for that power coming out. Great job. That speed, nice and smooth. Let's go in now to touch that apex, straightening out. Good. And then braking now. Firm braking and release. A little bit of gas in this middle lane now. Good. A little bit more gas. Glide it in to touch that apex. Power now. That is an excellent turn there. Good. And brake. Stay wide and look for that apex. It's the most patient turn. A little bit of gas now. This gets tighter and tighter and tighter. That's where you should be tightening that wheel all the way through that corner there. Out, and now in, get in there. Good, apex, power, power. Build up that speed, keep pushing, build on it here. And brake firmly, keep braking just like that. Release around. Yeah, there you go, touch that apex, and you're on the gas forward here. And back, hold that speed nice and tight to the nose. Great job. Let's brake firmly and release. Touch it. Yep. Power out. Hard on the throttle here. Nice straight edge. And braking hard. Up to that apex. This is all you. Look at that apex. There you go. You have all of this room on the right to start accelerating. Great job. Build up your speed. And then hold that speed nice and constant in. And then straightening out. Good. Let's brake now. Firm braking and release. A little bit of gas in this middle lane. There you go. A little bit more gas. Let's brake at that apex. Start powering more and more. Keep on it. Looking good. And brake. Let's set up wide and stay wide. Let's release the brake. A little bit of gas. This gets tighter and tighter and tighter. Yep, you got time way more than that. Run as much as you need to. Really get into those apexes. Power out. Build up our speed nice and yeah. And brake firmly as well. Hard. And release around a little bit more. And now power out. Such a hard corner. Good. Tight line to every corner here. Good. Brake and release. Turn as much as you need to in the corner, and you're powering out of the corner. So keeping on the gas now. Setting up wide and braking. Keep braking. Release. Turn as much as you need to hit that apex, and then you're straightening out the power, building up that speed. Easy back, pulling that speed into the straightening out. Good. And then braking out wide and release. Hold that speed in this middle lane. Turn as much as you need to. A little bit of gas though. Hold that speed. Yeah, kept the car stable, and you power out. Keep on it here. Good. And brake. Stay wide. Look at the apex though. And release. And now start tightening big time. There you go. Power hard. Build it up before we turn. And now hold that speed. Get in there. And power now. Keep on that gas. And hard on the brakes. Awesome. Release. Up now. power there. I've never heard of pop. That's awesome. How you feeling? Nice light line. Great. Great. Great piece. All the way in. Roll into the gas. And don't brake. Keep rolling. And brake. Hard. And release. Just so you know, the braking pressure there is only about 20% of what the brakes are capable of. There's a lot more in those things. Hold more speed going into the turn. Straightening and looking for that next one. Or braking out to the zone. Braking, releasing. A little bit of gas, look for that apex. Nice. Let's go in to hit that toe a little tighter. Power out. Nice. Here. And brake forward. Here, always keep your eyes on that apex. Come off just a little, now back on. There you go. Out. In. Good. Power now at the apex. Building upwards. Brake forward. And release. All the way in. That's great. And power out. Good job. Back. More speed over it. That speed as we turn. Brake and release. Hold that speed going into the turns. Power coming out. Nice straight line. Forward. Yep. Brake. And release. Touch that apex at the top. Straightening for that power building up your speed here. Ease back. Hold that speed into the turn. Straightening out. Good. And then braking. This time. Release. Look all the way through my window. You should be looking at that apex. Just coming around the curving. Perhaps a little early before it. Now power. All good. And brake here is our last corner. So this is all you here. Just get a nice smooth line. And then we'll come out straight. And last little bit of gas here. Slow down. Perfect. Man, great driving. The last lap going into turn one, I mean, that was some great speed, a nice smooth turn. That last turn through turn one was ridiculously good.
Yeah, this one definitely feels more brutal, yet still
Yeah.
controlled, you know. But this is the one that'll make you feel like, oh yeah, this thing is bringing a gun to a knife fight for the most part.
Yeah, this one feels way more intense.
Mhm.
And that's what I think Ferrari and Lamborghini does good at.
Mhm.
You know, the Porsche is almost like therapy. You know, you can just be
Yeah.
out there, never get tired. This and the Lamborghini are intense, and they kind of make you work for it
Yep.
a little harder.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, great driving.
Most
Pleasure
definitely.
coaching
Thank
you.
you. Most definitely. I appreciate it.
And then there's no park button on a Ferrari, so we're going to put it in neutral, and we'll just
Okay.
gently click both those paddles there. And then you should see N, and we'll just keep it running. Those turbos get pretty hot out there, so we'll let those cool off.